I'm back. It's been 2 weeks since I posted. A lot of things happened in those 2 weeks. We moved locations. Our landlord wants to bully us and is asking for a substantial amount of money more, and he want to charge us $450 for maintenance fees or camp fees. He said he upgraded his security team. I have not seen a single security person since we rented that warehouse 3 years ago. So I decided not to be bullied, even though we're already settled down. We have a big operation running. We had to make the move. We moved 1 block away, only 1 block away, and we are paying half the price. Setting up the internet was also a hassle. I thought it would be easy. I called the cable company, Spectrum, in California, and I told them that we want to move our internet to this location. They sent somebody, and he said the place is not set up for Spectrum. So he need to contact his higher tech so they can come and run the wires. A week later, they sent somebody, and he said they need to run a wire from the electrical room, which is room number 1. We are in room number 15 or suite 15. They need to run the cable all the way here, and those cables should be pre-run. I mean, when they built the plaza, or when Spectrum came in to put internet for all the other units, they should have conduits that go underground and conduit in each store. They could not find the conduit in this store. They said maybe the person who had the store, well, this store actually belonged to another warehouse right next to us. They have like 3 warehouses rented, but they gave this one up, and no internet is set up in this warehouse that we got. So the guy wanted to leave. He said, I cannot set up the wires. We cannot just extend the wire, or we cannot just run the wire from outside the building. It has to go from underground, and it's a problem. So I told him, do you see conduits in the electrical room? He said, yeah, I see conduits for each person. I said, is there any conduit that's empty? It doesn't have a cable going in. And he said, let me check. He went and he found a couple of them that do not have wires going in them. I had to tell the guy what to do. I told him, why don't you try to yell inside any one of those conduits, stay on the phone with me, and I'll tell you if I hear anything in the warehouse here. He said, okay. He went over there and he started to yell inside each conduit, and I heard his sound from the entrance. The sound was coming from behind the wall. So fish a wire and I'll see if I hear it from my end here. He fished a wire, and I was able to hear the wire from behind the wall, but could not pinpoint where exactly that wire is coming from. We had to cut like 3 holes in the wall to find where that conduit is. I do not know why they built a drywall over the conduit. I mean, anyway, without my persistency, the guy would have left and we would not have internet today. I mean, we were like 10 people working on moving. It's not easy. On top of all of this, my 1-year-old son, he fell and he broke his arm. It's actually not a break, but it's a fracture from right here. He's 1 year and 2 months. And then a few days later, my mom was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And luckily, the doctor said it should not be a concern. They can either remove part of the thyroid, or the only way to know is to go in and see what's going on. But based on the scans that they did, there's a very good chance that they will be able to easily get rid of it. So everything came at once. When it rains, it pours. Today's topic. Nvidia sent us 2 emails. When I last posted about the 5090, let me remind you in case you have not seen the previous videos. A person came in with a 5090 and he said the card is not working after upgrading to a water block. Just bear with me. A lot of you already heard the story, but if you have not watched the video, let me summarize quickly without wasting any time. Customer came in with a 5090. He upgraded to a water block. After doing so, the card stopped working. We took it in, even though we have not worked on a 5090 before. That was our first card. But we opened up the card, inspected the board under a thermal camera. And as you know, the card is modular. You have the PCIe board, you have the main board, and you have the display board. Display board, not port. The connector where the PCIe board connects with the main board was damaged, and we could not source the connector. And I told the customer that we are not able to source the connector. Customer emailed Nvidia, he spoke with them, and he referred them to our video, and Nvidia decided to replace the card for the customer. So the customer sent the card to Nvidia, and I told them to keep me posted. I want to know if Nvidia will honor what they said, if they will send you a card replacement or not. Back and forth with the customer. The customer said, I sent my card. Nvidia did not respond. I told them to be patient. Maybe the process takes a couple of weeks. Yesterday, I received an email from the customer, or a few days ago, and the customer said, I received my card from Nvidia. Nvidia did send the customer a replacement. That's amazing. That's 2 thumbs up for Nvidia. Now, a few days later, we had a customer who came in with an RTX 6000 Blackwell, $10,000 card. And the card had a broken PCIe connector, a high-profile YouTuber with about 40 million followers. And the desktop was transported with the card plugged in, and the PCIe connector broke. The customer's fault, right? Customer came in, and the same with the 5090. The card is modular. PCIe board, the main board, and the display board. I told the customer the broken PCIe connector cannot be fixed. Maybe we can source another one. We will replace the board. I mean, the card is modular. The only reason you would do a modular card is so you can replace bits and pieces on the card. I was not able to source the PCIe board for that card. Now we have a $10,000 paperweight. I was frustrated. I posted a video about the card. The video went viral. Every tech website talked about that video. Nvidia contacted us, and let me remind you what they said. The email came from Ali, and she said, we recently saw your video featuring the Nvidia RTX 6000 GPU with a damaged PCIe board that a customer sent to you. We would like to provide a replacement unit to the customer. Also, if the original RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell Server Edition GPU can be returned to us, we'd like our technical team to help inspect and troubleshoot. We can help coordinate the return and just need to know where we should send the replacement unit. Thank you for your support. Best regards, Ali. I do not want to show the signature or the email, but that's what she wrote. So I responded back to Ali, and let me show you what I wrote. Hello, Ali. Thank you for your email. I appreciate you taking the time to respond. One of our biggest concerns has been the inability to source parts when a PCIe connector or component fails on modular cards like the 5090 Fe or the RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell. I posted a follow-up video after reviewing your email, and many viewers are asking whether Nvidia will ever consider making these parts available to the public. You can watch the video I provided the link. Offering a replacement is definitely a great step forward. I've informed our customer that you reached out with a replacement offer. He's a high-profile YouTuber, top 15. We'll need the replacement card shipped to our business address, and the customer has been instructed to send the damaged card back to you. Could you please provide an RMA number and the return address? I also need to address the questions and concerns raised in the comments on the video above. I'll be creating a follow-up video once I hear back from you, and another when we receive the replacement for the RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell. Additionally, another one of our customers with the 5090 Fe already mailed his damaged card to you after receiving a replacement offer, but he still hasn't received any updates. Looking forward to your response. Now the customer, the 5090 customer already, like I said, he sent me a message and he said that he did receive the 5090 Fe. So Nvidia did honor their replacement offer, and it's been a very pleasant experience with Nvidia so far. Now, I sent the email to Nvidia on November 20. I was expecting a reply back the next day, or maybe 2 days later, or maybe 3 days later. It took Nvidia 2 weeks to get back to us. They responded December 2. I'll read the email. At one point, I thought maybe they sent us the email because we posted the video. It's a PR stunt. And I was about to make another video. If it wasn't for the moving part, for us moving from one warehouse to another, maybe I would have done another video talking how Nvidia promised to replace the card and they ghosted us. They never replied. But I'm glad I did not create that video because Nvidia replied, even though it took 12 days. And let me show you what Nvidia wrote. Hi, Alex. Thanks for getting back to us. we will ship the replacement card to the following address, and that's our old address. 19365 Business Center Drive, Suite 7, Northridge, California, 91324. Our team needs the name, email, and phone number of who will receive the unit at NorthridgeFix. Will that be you? If so, could you share your last name? We will ship the unit to you as soon as we have those details. It should take less than a week. For the return address, please have the customer ship it to, and she listed a name. We'd appreciate if you refrain from sharing name information in any subsequent video for privacy reasons. And then Ali provided the name, RMA, where we should ship it to, and of course the address, which is 2788 San Thomas Expressway, Santa Clara, California, 95051. Of course, you have to double check the address to make sure that it's being shipped to Nvidia. And this is Nvidia's home office. So that's amazing. Nvidia, wow, 2 thumbs up. I was extremely happy reading the email, and our customer is going to be thrilled with what Ali wrote. They're going to replace the card, and it will take about a week for us to get the card. So Nvidia is going to mail the card to us because I requested that they mail the card to us. I want to make sure that we get the card. Then we can communicate with the customer to come and pick up his card. That way, the customer can talk about us to his 40 million followers, right? Or maybe I'm pushing my boundaries or my limits. It took me a couple of days to get back to Ali. But in the process, Ali sent another email, another follow-up email, because she did not hear back from me. She wrote, "Hi Alex, following up on my note from last week to see if you could share the shipping details we should use to send the new GPU. Could you also confirm whether the customer has shipped their current unit back to us yet? And if so, when can we expect to receive it? Thank you, Ali." Wow. She is following up with me, even though I'm the one who should be following up with her. It took a couple of days where I did not respond back to her, and she sent me a follow-up email. I'm going to communicate with the customer right after this video. I'm going to ask him to ship the card to Nvidia, and we should expect a replacement within a week. Now, one very important thing that Ali added to the email, I'm going to read it right now, because I did ask her, we want to address the concerns about part availability. Why can't we buy the parts? And she added, Nvidia provides a 3-year warranty on our enterprise products to ensure quality and customer confidence. Given the high value and specialized nature of these systems, maintenance, repairs, and replacements of parts are handled exclusively by our authorized service teams. Now, you may be saying to yourself, just like I read in the comment section on the past videos I did about Nvidia, the only reason Nvidia is providing a replacement is because you have a lot of subscribers. They listen to you, and it's going to only be those 2 users or those 2 customers that they're going to offer replacements to. That may be one thing. I agree. What about the end user? What about normal customers who do not have a YouTube channel? How can they get a replacement? Ali made it clear that those cards have 3 years warranty. If you have any issues with your card, call Nvidia, send them an email. You want to mention NorthridgeFix? Go ahead and do it. If Nvidia can help you out, you do not need to send the card to me. If Nvidia failed to replace the card, to offer a solution, you can mail the card over to me. If there's any way I can help, I would. If I have enough people complain about Nvidia not honoring the warranty, I want you to send me an email, and maybe I will create a video mentioning all those customers that Nvidia did not respond to them or Nvidia did not offer a solution, and maybe we can push Nvidia for a more positive outcome. For now, we're going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, NF.Flux is back in stock. We have a lot of back orders, and we have a new variation of the Flux. I will talk about it tomorrow. From now until then, I will see you in the next video.